You want to make sure to keep an eye on the sky here this afternoon into the early evening, as we're seeing a bit of an increasing potential for some strong to possibly severe storms this afternoon. As a result, we've designated this afternoon as a first alert weather day due to that increase in all severe weather related hazards being possible, including some damaging gusts upwards of about 70 miles per hour, some isolated large hail. Also, a few tornadoes cannot be ruled out, one or two of those which could be on the stronger side. The main headline with this outlook is that we've seen a slight increase in our overall probability for some of those stronger storms, including that tornado threat coming up, as we'll see a pretty robust storm system work its way through here later today into tonight. There it is, sitting off towards the central plains. This will be working its way to the northeast. Ahead of that, especially as this low pressure does approach, we'll see some pretty gusty non-thunderstorm winds arrive. Gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour will be possible. Then we'll see those storm chances this afternoon into the early evening. And then once this cold front passes, we'll actually see some snow chances for tonight. So a little bit of everything here in the mix. First and foremost, of course, those storm chances. The main headline with our severe weather outlook here this morning, majority of us now, essentially everyone across central Illinois, has been upgraded to a level 3 out of 5 risk, an enhanced risk for severe weather, whereas yesterday, majority of us under that level 2 risk. So we've gone up one level. Main reason behind that, just a little bit more destabilization is expected to occur in the atmosphere. That's essentially just a fuel source for storms to develop. It's one of the main drivers to that increase. Main window from 1 p.m. till 6 p.m. So at least this time around, too. A, not expected to be as widespread as what we did deal with last Friday. B, this time it occurs during the daytime hour, so I think that's kind of a net positive there in terms of that outlook. Here we go for Futurecast. This morning we likely do start off pretty cloudy. It's more so into the late morning and early afternoon. You note here Futurecast does bring in some clearing. That's when we'll expect for that destabilization to occur. The atmosphere builds energy, and ultimately, the more sunshine we see, the better fuel source for storms to develop. So the longer we do remain cloudy, that actually helps us out in terms of decreasing our severe weather threat here for this afternoon. Cold front will drive those storm chances, likely starting at about 1 o'clock. You note here by, say, 2:30, Futurecast does start to trend for a couple storms to develop here locally, and those will quickly be racing off to the northeast, likely organizing a little bit as they work their way into the northeastern portions of central Illinois. Due to our risk actually being a little bit less than yesterday, I don't believe all of us see severe weather here today. It's going to be scattered in terms of those severe storms. So make sure to keep an eye on the sky and, of course, stay weather aware here for this afternoon. Once that cold front does pass, we'll still likely see a few lingering showers, maybe 1 or 2 rumbles of thunder into the dinner hours. That's as temperatures begin to quickly plummet downward, though. As a result of that trend, we'll change over from rainfall to snow showers here for tonight. And we'll actually look for some accumulations as well. I think along and south of Interstate 74, up to about 1 inch of snow to be expected. To the north of Interstate 74, snowfall totals anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of snow will be possible here for tonight. So I think a majority of that remains on grassy or elevated surfaces. 1 or 2 slick roadways, though, will be possible here into tomorrow morning. As far as our severe weather threats do go, I'd say our primary threats will be damaging winds as well as some scattered large hail. 1 or 2 tornadoes also possible, though. So that's more the reason to stay weather aware. Here's that outlook for future snowfall. This paints a good idea. Again, the takeaway with the snow chances to the north of Interstate 74, that's our best potential for a little bit more accumulating snowfall. Again, anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of snow expected. Lesser amounts the further south you do go. Non-thunderstorm winds also pretty gusty here today ahead of our storm chances, with peak gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour. Wind advisories all the way through tomorrow morning. So pretty gusty conditions here over the next 24 hours. Tomorrow we kick off the spring season. That red flashing light, that's actually supposed to be in place here for today, indicating that first alert weather day. 46 degrees tomorrow as we kick off the spring season. Gusty for Friday. Then we'll trend pretty stable there in the 50s starting on Saturday into much of next week. Rashawn.